Welcome back, everybody. The Bazaar of Daniel Chang has come back. Yes, we have eBay auctions right now. Click on the link below. No reserve on these beautiful unlimited cards. Wonderful selection. Most of them are pretty much played, but great, beautiful fronts, and the backs are played. Actually, the most ideal thing. I actually get this all the time. I want clean cards. But I don't care about the backs, but I want the fronts to be beautiful. I'm panning this real quick. And that's one of the things. This video highlights some of that. Also, we're going to go over some of the industry stuff going on in the hobby. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you're staying safe. Take care.
Vintage Magic. Game. Collect. Invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with vintagemagic.com, and today we have some beautiful unlimited cards from a collection that we are selling for a friend, a client of mine. Yes, here we go. All right, so if you're interested in bidding on any of these are on our eBay store on auction, no reserve auction right now. So I'm just going to talk about kind of the market itself. Again, if you want to bid on them, they're on eBay. The link is below. First question I get all the time, why the hell are you selling on eBay all the time? Why not on Facebook groups? You know, I've done the Facebook group before. The whole selling, and it does work in some way, but here's some downfalls of Facebook groups. Number one, the problem with the Facebook groups is that they are extremely difficult to get the traction and the visibility on a consistent basis. That's actually a very challenging thing. And the way it works is that when you post something on Facebook, it actually has kind of like the first post you put, it goes on the top of the page on the group. However, if you go off and like someone else posts or something, your post gets pushed down, basically. So that leaves a problem. Obviously, you can understand that is that if you have a post that says I'm selling all these cards, I list all the cards and information, people can't see it unless they scroll down and such. I'm not saying people don't scroll. But the thing is that's kind of, pretty annoying, to be honest. Whereas on eBay, you have high traffic. People can type in the Shivan Dragon Unlimited, for example, here. And you can basically purchase the card or bid on the card as you wish at your leisure. Another thing that I really like about eBay is the option, the way they can watch the auctions. You can schedule them out to watch them. You have a bidding platform that's really, really robust where you can really bid fast or bid a large maximum at any time. Now eBay has evolved over the years. They didn't have the countdown clock before. Now they do. So that makes it really, really cool. And it provides actually some serious bidding action going on. So, Facebook group, I guess the biggest thing that I would say is that advantage is that you're not paying the eBay fee. But if I will tell you that with eBay, if you do sell more, they have programs that they're rolling out for higher dollar value sellers, essentially. I think maybe they have volume sellers too, but they're going for dollar value too nowadays. They want more higher priced items and that kind of visibility. So, that kind of answers the question of why these are on eBay. By the way, these cards, I've noticed something. If you've noticed something very carefully so far, you'll notice with this collection, the fronts are really, really clean overall. And the backs, look at that, are just played. You're probably wondering, why is that the case? And what I think what's going on with these kind of cards is that, well, Unlimiteds do in the front get playware, like kind of that black spot right there. Sometimes it's really black and really, really bad. It turns yellowing and there's just spots everywhere. So I think what happens is when people have played the cards without sleeves, this is why sleeves exist nowadays, is that back in the day you played them and you would shuffle them up. The backs would always be the first thing to be on the table. Imagine sliding it on the ground, the table, and moving it around. So you're not doing that on the front, right? And the front does get some wear because of the fact that there could be some shuffling, stuff like that. But all in all, the edges too also get wear. This one's not too bad on the edges, but see the edges on this one, the back's bad. Because if you pile shuffle at all, or if you, what's the other way, where you shuffle it kind of this direction, like this way, you will get a lot of all the edge wear and stuff. That's what happens. Yeah, I have put all these already on eBay. So some of these are on eBay. I'm going to stagger them out because I think it's fair to have people not bid on 4 Shivan Dragons or 4 Volcanics, etc. So that's kind of how that's going to go. Dual lands, by the way, are just absolutely on fire. I gotta say, I've never seen such fire in my life until now. Makes me wonder why I sold any dual lands ever before. But the graded ones are not, I mean, I gotta say they've gone up, but the ungraded ones actually, from a percentage-wise, has gone up faster or at a higher level. Higher, just higher speed. I wonder why. Higher velocity. What I mean by that is that, obviously the prices of the graded ones are much higher in general, but the percentages are just stronger. I guess it's probably because, like I've said before in my other videos, dual lands are always the entry level, the revised dual lands especially. The unlimited ones are nice. I mean, I gotta say, this is an unlimited collection. Don't see this all the time on my channel. I do a lot more black border cards, but all in all, I think Unlimited has a deeper color. I don't know if you've noticed that. Much more beautiful color, just like back in beta. And I really like, it's basically the white border version set of beta. And I think it's a nice alternative investment. Price-wise, you're paying a lot less. Look at that little corner bend right there for the Volcanic. Like, for example, a Volcanic island like this, if it was, like, it's mintier, you'd be paying, $2,000 or so. If it was the beta version, you'd be paying close to $10,000 or so. See, that's a huge difference. And you can do a price comparison just like similar to that if it was obviously played or not. You can do a percentage kind of adjustment. But another thing this is a really nice trop, by the way. Really impressed with this trop, quality in the front especially. Another thing I noticed very interestingly about the market these days is that there's been a lot of speculation on the back on this one's actually really clean. The market's been really speculating on a lot of reserve list cards that are not really useful at any point in playing. And it's just, if you go to the reserves list card list on wizards.com, you can just search that on Google. You'll be able to see just a large amount of cards that you'll see on the list that are just like, Dan, why the hell would anybody want to even buy this? I mean, it's ridiculous, right? And you'll find that, I think it's just like kind of like penny stocks, micro investing, or just smaller end stocks, lower end stocks, small cap stocks, that there's people that, obviously have to fit within a certain budget, but they want to skin in the game. And, I highly advise to people that if you're going to do that, you should already have a diversified portfolio of more stable, I call more blue chip Magic card stocks. For example, like the Black Lotus cards, the Power 9, the Dual Lands, etc. Old school staples, iconic cards, reserve list cards that are staples. But the thing is, most people can never afford the Black Lotus ever again, even the Power 9, especially like an alpha. So it becomes a situation where people are like, well, what else can I invest in? I don't want to miss out on the boat. It kind of reminds me a lot of what's happening with cryptocurrency, where people are obviously saying, you know what, I'm just going to just screw it. I'm just going to buy a Bitcoin. I'm going to buy one, say that I own one, and then I can rest easy in my life and say, hey, I own a Bitcoin, I own one, or I own a Power 9 piece. And that's cool. That's cool if you want that in your collection. If you want that, it's kind of like luxury things are important in life, that make you feel good and stuff like that. But I gotta say, be careful. Be careful when you're investing in this kind of stuff. There is volatility, just like any other collectible stock, bonds, etc. All right, let's get to Power 9 here in a second. All right, so let's get right into the Power 9. So Power 9 for Unlimited, this is not a full set, but it does have, I think, all the Moxes and the Ancestral. So it's like, it's only 6 cards, but I have to say, Power 9 has gone absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. There's people from the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin world, Ethereum, they are cashing out, buying into the Power 9. Had an interesting conversation the other day. Actually, I'll probably do another video on it, kind of on a separate topic. My client wanted to basically buy a Mox Sapphire Unlimited. And side note, there's these unlimited lines right here are very common. This one's not deep inside the card, but you will see that line, printer line, quite a bit for limited cards. If you don't find that, that's exceptional because obviously you're lucky. Kind of sucky if you open like a starter deck or unlimited or a booster pack and you have that printer line, it actually will grade very badly for the surface. You'll never get a gem mint card from that if it's especially a thick, deep cut line or deep inside the. So the other thing is their lines also do happen in the front. I haven't seen really any vertical lines, but that's what I've noticed. So I talked to this gentleman with the Mox Sapphire Unlimited. I'll give you a summary version. Basically, he invested in cryptocurrency, in Bitcoin, Ethereum, has made some money on it. Does have a mortgage on the house, no other major debt, married, no kids, and always wanted an unlimited Mox Sapphire. So he's looking at different options. The question, though, is do you cash out of the crypto and go into Magic? And there's basically a few questions I asked the guy. I was like, are you doing this for a luxury spend? Are you doing it because you feels good? You just want to have something. It's like a FOMO, like, hey, he's afraid that the unlimited sapphires are going to skyrocket, go crazy, right? Before it's too late, he wants to own one and cash out some of that crypto gains. He's able to buy the sapphire. Now, I talked to his wife also was on the phone too at the same time, which is quite interesting. Actually, you know what? It's actually not all 5 Mox. It's no Pearl. I talked to his wife also, and it was very interesting because her side was very much about, the crypto is going to outperform the unlimited Mox Sapphire. And I actually have to agree with her 100%. I've advised that you cannot, I think there's more opportunity for the crypto. However, there is downside risk when you invest in crypto. As you can see, Bitcoin was at 58,000. I think today's Sunday, and it's at freaking 43,000. I think it reached even 42. But that's insane. Imagine buying it at 58 and it went down $16,000. I mean, seriously, $16,000. Now, obviously, this gentleman was kind of grandfathered in, or not like when it was $1, but got it much cheaper and probably a few $100s, I think, some of the coins he got. And obviously the prices have skyrocketed and he's made a decent amount of wealth off it, but not enough wealth to retire from yet. It would have to jump, to, I don't know, $100,000, hundreds of $1,000s for it to really be large, super large amounts, even much, much larger amounts. Consider quitting a job, retiring, right? So the question is, do I like, and ironically, here's the Mox Sapphire. Do I go off and buy one of these? He wants more of a near mint to mint, 9 quality card, or maybe 8.5, but doesn't want a super play like this one's more played. And I think that's smart always to get more of a higher quality if you can afford it. When I talked to the guy, I did mention, if you have the money, he has in crypto and his job, and she works too, and their kind of debt and income ratio, all that, he could buy a first edition alpha one, which actually a 9 still is priced around 30K or so. I think there's one on eBay, a PSA 9 for 30K, which I don't think is a bad price. I've actually sold the 9s for much more than that because they're a little higher quality. But in general, I've always sold the 9s for, I don't know, 15K to as much as 25K on the average. And because that card is, it's very difficult to get a 9.5 itself. You're able to, the 9s actually are staggering in price, partially because the alphas have that little print dot right there. You don't see it, but if you look at alpha mock sapphires, you'll see that little print dot that happens all the time. All right, so a couple of things I will point out. The Ancestral Recall and the Emerald have a little inking, and I'll show you here in a second on the top back corner. Probably can't even tell if I didn't even point it out at first. Where is the inking? What do you guys think? Do you guys see it? There it is. Right there. Is that? Right there on the tip, right there. Yeah, it's very, very slight. I mean, it's one of those things. What happened there? I mean, someone probably took a little Sharpie and, probably color corrected it, or maybe it was just ink because of the fact that, maybe it was just the guy had a Sharpie around and kind of just, had other cards he touched up at the same time. I'm not sure, but that does happen. Don't mistake inking from, what do you call it? Playwear, play grime and stuff on the edge, like this type of edge. I can't show you that way. So let me show the Mox Emerald inking. See, this is what I'm talking about more. The front can definitely get more. Is that grime and, the black right there, especially on the corners, edges on this. So that is definitely something where it was kind of on the, a surface on the top. The inking on this one is a little bit more subtle in my opinion. It's on the top. Whoop. Sorry guys, the camera is really hard to pull this off. Let's see, get it right there. Right there. Right there on the tip. It's really hard to tell, but I just want to be as full disclosure as I can. It's a really light ink. Now, there are some times when you have inking where it's like literally like the entire thing, and like just people that have all 4, it's absolutely ridiculous. They try to restore it. I've had people where they take unlimited cards or revised cards, whatever, take black Sharpies and just color it up, doctor it up, and want a black border card. So they inked up the entire Power 9. I've seen that too also. So don't do that. Do not do that ever, 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 ever. All right, guys. So there you go. This entire Power 9 and dual land mismatch. It's not the full set, but it definitely is a nice conglomeration from one of my friends and clients. He is looking to sell these cards, and actually, I'll be posting a video later on. It's kind of the journey here. These cards will be sold to purchase a Black Lotus, and not just any Black Lotus. He's going to purchase an Alpha Black Lotus, a very special one. And we'll have more videos and stuff about that. I'm going to have some exciting videos about collections, investments, stuff you don't want to miss. Alpha Black Lotuses galore, graded cards, stuff like that, all for sale in March. March is going to be a big month. I don't know about dollar value necessarily only, but also lots of different kind of cards. And I will be at Las Vegas. If you're interested in meeting in Las Vegas, March 19th to March 24th. Love to purchase your collection, do a consignment, appraisal, whatever you want. Talk about grading, maybe play some poker, play some Magic. We got to obviously talk more about, have you been exposed to Corona, where have you traveled, but we obviously can see what we can do to kind of be safe and meet up. Again, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, and watch out for these eBay auctions. A lot of them are already on eBay right now, and there'll be more coming up very soon. All right, guys, take care. Hope you had a good weekend. We'll talk to you this week. Hey guys, it's me, Daniel with VintageMagic.com. I'm here to share with you more about our deck and set collector fulfillment service. The deck fulfillment service caters to the player. And what that basically means is if you are a player looking to fulfill your old school Magic deck, certain Power 9 or key pieces in your Vintage deck, or dual lands in your Legacy deck, we have the inventory and the resources to help you fulfill your needs. Next, we have the set collector fulfillment service. This really caters more towards the collector. Oftentimes I've been asked, hey Dan, can you help me find this specific graded card for this set? Or Dan, can you find me these 20 cards left in my beta set? It doesn't matter what you're looking for, even if it's like every single Sarah Angel possible out there, I can help you out. My resources and extensive network in Magic the Gathering, I was able to help thousands of clients all over the world fulfill their needs. I've made it my mission at VintageMagic.com to be your one-stop shop for all your collector needs. For any significant item or collection, we're able to travel anywhere in the world to meet you. The reason why my clients love this service because it saves you time. What happens is collectors and players often search all over online or at vendors, and they never find exactly what they're looking for. By going to us, we are the only one-stop shop who can help you with your needs. Using our service gets you exactly what you want and saves you time and money.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.